Have you ever met someone who just doesn't care about sports? Like you bring up the Champions League, the NBA, World Cup, whatever, and they're like, yeah, it's cool. No obsession, no teams, no screaming at the TV, no "we won" energy. And sometimes people act like that's weird, like, how can you not watch sports? But here's the truth. Not obsessing over sports doesn't mean someone is boring, antisocial, or missing out. It usually means their brain gets excitement, identity, and community from different sources. So today we're breaking down the psychology of people who don't obsess over sports, and what it reveals about personality, motivation, and how humans create meaning. Because once you understand it, it actually makes perfect sense. Their identity isn't tied to a group. One huge reason people love sports is identity. Sports gives you a tribe. You're not just a person. You're a Barca fan, a Lakers fan, a United fan, whatever. That's powerful because humans are wired to belong. But people who don't obsess over sports often build identity differently. Their identity comes from personal goals, hobbies, values, creative work, academic interests, self-growth, niche communities. They don't need a team to feel part of something. Some people build identity through belonging. Others build it through becoming. They don't get dopamine from spectating. Sports obsession is a dopamine machine. Uncertainty, suspense, competition, victory, defeat. It's emotional gambling. Your brain gets mini hits constantly, but some people don't get the same dopamine from watching. Their brain gets more stimulation from playing instead of watching, creating things, learning, strategic games, music, deep conversations, building skills. It's not that they don't enjoy excitement, they just don't get excitement from spectator energy. And this next reason is honestly the one nobody talks about, but it's huge. They have low interest in tribal conflict. At its core, sports is a safe version of war. My team versus your team, us versus them, win versus lose. A lot of people love that energy. It's exciting, but people who don't obsess over sports often have a different mindset. They may be more individualistic, more emotionally neutral, less competitive socially, less interested in us versus them dynamics, more focused on cooperation. They don't enjoy the enemy vibe. They might even feel weird watching grown adults scream over something they can't control. Some people feel alive through rivalry, others feel alive through peace. Their entertainment is more inner world based. Sports is external entertainment. It's loud, social, collective. But people who don't obsess over sports often prefer entertainment that's more internal. They love books, podcasts, movies, anime, music, article, games, philosophy, deep YouTube rabbit holes. They're not seeking the stadium experience. They're seeking meaning, story, and thought. It's like some people recharge by being part of a crowd. Some people recharge by disappearing into a world, and neither is wrong. They don't use sports to regulate emotions. This is a big one psychologically. A lot of people use sports as emotional release. They scream, get hype, feel intense emotions, and it's socially acceptable. It's like therapy for people who don't talk about feelings. Winning feels like hope. Losing feels like heartbreak. It gives emotional structure. But people who don't obsess over sports often regulate emotions differently. They might process emotions through journaling, music, gym, solitude, talking with friends, productivity, meditation, creative expression. They don't need a sports narrative to feel things. And this last one explains why some people think sports fans are wasting time, even when they're not. They're high-agency thinkers. Some people don't obsess over sports because they have a strong sense of agency, meaning they feel most satisfied investing in things they can directly influence. They'd rather build a skill, work on a goal, improve their health, create something, learn something useful, level up their life. Because watching sports can feel like investing energy into someone else's achievement. To them, it's like, why watch someone else win when I can build my own wins? Not in a judgmental way, just in a motivation-style way. Some people live through teams, others live through themselves. So, are sports fans less intelligent? Quick reality check. Not obsessing over sports doesn't make you smarter, and loving sports doesn't make you shallow. Sports can be community, culture, bonding, discipline, history, identity, emotional healing. It's not about intelligence, it's about where you get meaning. The deeper psychology is this: humans crave connection and excitement. Sports is one of the biggest ways people get both. Some people just get it elsewhere. What this says about someone's personality. People who don't obsess over sports often lean toward introspective, independent, analytical, creative, calmer temperament, less group identity driven, more niche interests, more quiet confidence energy. But again, not always. You can be super social and still not care about sports, and you can be introverted and still love sports. The key is, interest does not equal personality. But patterns exist. So if you're someone who doesn't obsess over sports, you're not weird, you're not boring, you just have a different source of meaning. And if someone makes you feel bad for it, that's just them projecting the idea that everyone has to like what I like. You don't have to. Try this tonight. Ask yourself, what do I obsess over instead? Because everyone has something, and that's what makes humans interesting. If you want more psychology breakdowns like this, like the video so it reaches more people. Subscribe for more real, relatable mind plus self-growth content. Let's level up together.